Alright, what's up, dudes? We have an unboxing on this beautiful, beautiful day. Yeah. This is a knife that a company sent me. Um, um, yeah. Subscribe, please. Go ahead and subscribe. Please like the video also, and follow me on Instagram, duties underscore daggers. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So this company reached out to me and asked if I wanted to take a look at one of their knives. It's a budget brand, and it caught my interest. New brand, new knife I hadn't seen, so why not check it out? I hate it when they have like a layer of tiny peanuts inside. You know what I mean? Like that. They get everywhere. Alright, we got the box out. So the name of the brand is Xtouc. See it right there. Xtouc. Xtouc. I'm gonna just call it Xtouc. Alright. Made in China. This knife is cheap. I think it was around 45 bucks. So let's take it out. Let's look at this thing. Okay, we got a little poucheroonie. Poucheroonie. What do we have? A microfiber. And here's the old knife-a-rooney. I said rooney twice there. Ooh, ooh. I forgot it. Oh yeah, okay. Alright. I forgot it was a button lock. So this is a very budget button lock. Xtouc. You can see the branding right there. Feels solid. Feels actually a little heavy. Interesting. Flipper and thumb studs. G10. Deep carry clip that is inset, but not flat-headed screws. At least they got one of the two, you know. Although that kind of defeats the purpose, you know. I wish they had put flat-headed screws in there. But the clip doesn't look bad, actually. Not bad at all. All right, let's give this thing a flick. Flick or flip? Let's flip it. Okay. All right, pretty light detent. Very smooth though. Huh. It is very smooth, but not much of a detent. It makes kind of a good sound though. But yeah, this has basically zero detent. You know, you can get it to flick, you just have to give it some oomph. We are centered. Got a little bit of blade play. I kind of dig the overall lines of the knife. Almost reminds me a little bit of a Chavez. Let me tighten that pivot up and see what we got. See if we're still looking as smooth. I can hear my dog whining out there. We have landscapers in the backyard right now doing some work, so he was cooped up all day because he will just bark at them and nip at them, and he doesn't like strangers. So he's been cooped up all day. I gotta film this video and then go take him out on a nice long walk. Mr. Foky needs to go sniff some stuff outside. So this is a free spinning pivot. So I'm trying to tighten it, and the other side is spinning. I'll try to give it just a quick jerk, see if it'll tighten up. I think that might have done it right there. No? You know, it is really smooth. I don't have my other torque set right here, so I can't get this tight. I wish I did. Huh. Wait, actually I do. Hang on. 1 second. Forgot I had my little pouch in my backpack with my my other bits. So I want to, this is a very smooth action. I want to make sure it is still that smooth once we get rid of the blade play. So it's always kind of sucks when you got to do this. Right there, right there. Come on now. It doesn't want to turn. There we go. That'll do it. A lot better. Let me give it a little more of a turn. There we go. That might be too much. Let me back it off a little. It's a fine adjustment. You need to be very fine with your adjustments. Wait. Yeah, it's rock solid. It's just I tightened it a little too much. Let's back it off a tiny bit more. There we go. There we go. It's solid. Perfect. All right, cool. I like the sounds this makes. I wish there was more of a detent. I really do. I wonder if I can mess with that. Strength. Pulling out that spring that's pushing the plunge lock, possibly. The thumb studs, you don't really notice it as much. The weak detent. Thumb studs work well. Reverse flick. Ooh, this is 14C28N. Okay. This is not a bad buy. I'm going to carry... Ooh, yeah, it's really ergonomic too. Yeah, super ergonomic. All right, this thing's actually grown on me a little bit. Yeah, okay. Feels thin behind the edge too. Very nice and thin. Decent edge on it. A little bit of a burnt tip there. Fills out the hand nicely. Very nicely. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a Chavez a little bit. See what I mean? Not necessarily the blade shape, but more the handle. I actually, I'm kind of digging it. I probably will take it apart and see if I can get that detent a little bit stronger. Usually, what I've done in the past with button locks is there's a little spring, that's pushing the button out this way. And if you barely kind of extend the spring a little bit, just kind of pull it apart a little bit, it'll be pushing harder. And sometimes that works. Not all the time, but it's worth a shot. Like I said, this knife was like, after tax and shipping, I think it was like around 50. Before shipping and stuff, like 45 bucks. So that's a good deal. Nice smooth button lock, 14C28N, 2 deployments, deep carry clip, great ergonomics, thin behind the edge. Sharpening choil, not very good. Bead blast, eh. But overall, I think I'm pretty impressed, actually. Yeah. Much more impressed than I was with the last super budget knife I checked out, the the Remet, the hand feel. The Remet hand feel was painfully boring. You know, it's a decent knife. It's an okay knife, but just painfully boring. This one has a little bit more spice. I like this. Cool. Well, I'll mess around with it. I'll carry it, and then if I think it deserves a full review, which it probably will, you know, if I already like it, I think this might grow on me even more. I'll do a full review. I'll put a link to this down below too. They're sold on Amazon. It is pretty fidgety. Yeah, it's not like you're failing it, you know, you just have to give it a flick. But you can obviously totally fail it. You just give it a little bit of oomph, a little bit of English on there. Flips right out. Cool. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Nice little shorty today. And please like the video before you head out. I'd appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Adios, folks.